Hiya and welcome to Giant Quest. Today we have the Gardevoir EX deck profile for you for the Scarlet and Violet format. I took this to a Play Pokemon League challenge yesterday and came third with it. So let's get to it and show you the profile. We start off by playing 3 copies of the routes from Astral Radiance. It's just because it's got more HP. It can attack for 10 and switch out as well. And then we also play 1 copy of the route from Silver Tempest. Its Memory Skip is a good Metacal with Mawile, and its Tempting Trap being able to stop you from retreating and take more damage. And it also came up quite nicely when I've been testing it with the Mirror Match, being able to stop Zacian from attacking early game. We next play 4 copies of Kirlia, so this draw engine's crazy. It's nice having a stage 1 that's actually so usable, so it's just discard a card, draw 2. Then we play 1 copy of the Shining Arcana Gardevoir, which is just like a better version of the Kirlia, as you can take the top 2 cards, and if there's any Psychic Energies there, you can attach them any way you'd like. And then it has Brainwave, similar to the Zacian that we'll come up to later, but with less HP, so it can kind of cap its damage because you can't knock itself out by attaching loads. But it does 60 damage plus 30 for each Psychic Energy. And then we play 2 copies of the main card of the deck, the Gardevoir EX. Crazy card, so it's got 310 HP, so it's really bulky, and it's got a really crazy ability with Psychic Embrace, as you can attach Psychic Energies from your discard any way you like to your Psychic Pokemon, and they take 2 damage counters for each one attached that way, so a really good energy acceleration. And then it also has Miracle Force, so it has a fairly decent attack for 190 as well, and it can recover from conditions. Next, as our main attackers of the deck, I'm playing 2 copies of the Zacian V. I think 2 is correct because if this is lost from Lost City or something similar, or if you just can't get to it from prizing it or recycling it, you can struggle to take knockouts against some of the really bulky and the strongest cards in the game. So 2 I think is correct. Same as the Shining Arcana Gardevoir, it basically nukes damage, 60 plus 30, so when you're putting your whole deck's worth of energy onto this, you can pretty much KO anything. And also it's really good early game with Roar of the Sword, so you can take a Psychic Energy from your deck and attach it however you like to your Pokemon, and it does end your turn though. So as a supporting cast, we're playing the Gallade. I prefer this over Lumineon when I've tested the 2, as this is kind of once per turn rather than just on play. It also plays around Path to the Peak, and it fits the general strategy of the deck. It also is a 1-prizer as well, and it can also attack, so this is really good. You can sometimes loop things like Roxanne back into the deck with Palpad and use it again in the mid game, so crazy card. And we're playing Cresselia. This is good in matchups with 1-prizers, Lost Box and things, so it can attack for 110, and it can also use its Moonlight Reverse to take 2 damage counters off each of your Pokemon and put them onto one of your opponent's Pokemon. So just helps clean up the game sometimes. And we play Radiant Greninja just for being able to discard your energy, which the deck likes to do as well. Gets its engine going, and draw 2. We play a copy of the Mew from Celebrations to be able to look at the top 6 with Mysterious Tail, add an item card, usually Battle VIP pass early on, and get yourself going that way. And then finally we play Manaphy just for the bench protection. Next on to items, we play 3 copies of Fog Crystal, great card for any Psychic deck, just being able to search for a basic Psychic Pokemon or a Psychic Energy. We play 3 copies of Ultra Ball, just being able to search out any Pokemon in the deck. We play 4 copies of Level Ball. Level Ball's great because it can search routes and the Kirlia as well because of the low HP, so just adds some nice consistency. And we also play 4 copies of Battle VIP Pass, so you really want to see this on your turn 1 and get set up with multiple routes. You definitely want more than 1, because if you have one that's KO'd or can't set up quick enough, you can start to fall behind. And next we play 2 copies of Rare Candy, just being able to go straight from a basic to a stage 2. And we play Palpad for the recycling, and we play Lost Vacuum just as extra removal. pesky tool cards, but Path to the Peak's the main one that I'm playing this for. Then we play just the one tool card. We play Skyseal Stone. This just helps trade really nicely with prize cards. So you put this on your Zacian V, and V-Star and V-Max are still really prevalent. You've got the likes of Mew, Arceus, Duraludon, Lugia, etc. So still very, very heavily played in the meta. So just being able to take that extra prize card can come in clutch. Then we play one copy of Collapse Stadium and one copy of Temple of Sinnoh as our stadiums. You do like to have the extra removal in terms of getting rid of the opponent's Path to the Peak as well, so you do need some stadiums in your deck. Collapse Stadium can come in really nice when you want to remove things off your opponent's bench, if they need like heavy setup. Things like Miraidon want to have multiple Regielekis on the bench, Mew with Genesects, etc. But another good reason, if you've taken some damage, you can retreat your Pokemon, play Collapse Stadium, and then remove it just to stop your opponent getting the knockout. So it can come in like a heal, and then just recycle it back into the deck and carry on. And Temple of Sinnoh, just being able to turn off those pesky special energies with double turbo energy, etc. V-Guard, just still see in play. With the supporter lineup, we play 3 copies of Professor's Research. It's still the craziest draw card, and being able to load up your discard pile is great. Play 1 copy of Judge as the hand disruption, be able to mulligan yourself or brick your opponent. Roxanne for the late game. I do also like playing Palpad with the Glade, being able to put this back into deck, search it back out, and then loop them again. So just really helps control the game. 1 copy of Boss's Orders, just for the Gustin ability, and 1 copy of Serena. Same thing with the V only though, but then you can also use its other one to discard cards from your hand and draw, so you have 5. We play a copy of Miriam, just as recovery, being able to recycle the routes, the Zacians, etc. and draw 3 cards. And then finally we play 1 copy of Worker. So this removes pesky stadiums like Path to the Peak, draw 3 cards. You don't have to have a stadium to use it, but if there is a stadium there, it has to be removed. And then finally we play Arven. So this searches for an item and a tool. So with the new rule in, it's a really good card. So you can search your Skyseal Stone and then any item you need. I put it in here as well because you can search Lost Vacuum, because if Path to the Peak sticks to the field, your deck really, really struggles. And then finally, we just finish the deck up with 11 of the basic Psychic Energy. So that is the deck profile. I really enjoyed playing it on the day. I think that this is probably the strongest of the new decks from Scarlet and Violet, and it's also a lot of fun, has amazing art, and has a lot of potential. If you have any suggestions how you'd like to play it, or any recommendations, then just let us know in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help us out, and we'll see you again soon for some more Pokemon content. Thanks very much.